So what I was gonna touch upon was, I don't know if you caught wind of Dynamite AEW, but speaking of Jericho, it looks like him and Sting are gonna be finally facing off for the first time. Um, yeah, and serendipitously enough, it was June 13th, 2010 is when you beat Sting for the TNA title, or you retained the title uh, against him at Slammiversary. How was it working with Sting?
Um, it was good. It was good working with Sting. I liked it because, from what I remember, I felt like I got to be extreme RVD because I think we went up in the bleachers and maybe I did like a crossbody up there or something, and I like to always try to add that kind of stuff to my match, the kind of stuff that other people wouldn't necessarily want to take a chance on if they thought you might get hurt or whatever. And that's kind of always part of what I got out of wrestling and still do is showing my durability, among with other values as well. But and he's cool and he's Sting, so I'm gonna be a lot more conscious to not want to hurt him because he's Sting.
Right.
I think, at least for my time growing up and or not, I don't know how to say growing up. The later years, like when I was just getting into the business and leading up to that, when Hulk Hogan was like the man in WWF, which is all I got to watch where I grew up. We didn't get any other wrestling unless I traveled and then went to my grandma's in Detroit or whatever. Then I could see some other wrestling. But from the magazines, I knew that there was other groups, and I knew there was one other very big group that I didn't get out of Georgia. I don't even know if it was called WCW then. I think it was. I don't know when it changed from NWA, but either way, Sting seemed like he was the big star down there. Like he seemed like he was the Hulk Hogan. Well, him and Ric Flair, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, like Sting was the guy they were really building to be the big top baby face down there, and like so, like
Yeah.
him clashing with going up against guys like Flair and those names, and later on, like when he won the title, he went up against Vader and stuff. So he was
Yeah.
definitely, as a kid, just from a visual perspective, like okay, there's Hogan in WAF, and then there's Sting in WCW. So
Yeah. Yeah. And